Jerry, this is one for you. This is where you find out the numbers for the head and the rocker box, and they're made as like a matched pair. And what I'm currently doing, or getting ready to do, is a little bit of work on this excess bobber. So a friend of Mike owns it. What he wants to do is he wants to move this caliper around into here, really take these off and have the rear brakes set in there. So we need to sort that out. Foot pegs need to be mounted somewhere, but he's saying he wants them like in a sort of like the normal position, but once you sit on it and you put your feet down there, it's like really uncomfortable. So Mike, you'll have to come up here and next time you're up here, have to show us exactly where you want them, so we can like somehow fabricate some brackets of some kind to do that. The engine is just put in there just to have an idea where the foot pegs go, really. There's no point in putting the foot pegs on and then putting the engine in and you can't get your feet on the foot pegs because the engine's in the way. The tank, which has had a little bit of a repair job underneath. The tank looks bad, but don't you worry, that'll come up like new. The front, because these are XJ750 forks and yokes, and I believe this frame was for something like an SR500, Yamaha SR500. It's got a small headstock, so we had to machine, I don't know what to call it, spline, whatever it's called in there. Had to get it, have a new one put in and re-welded, so the bearings can fit. So that's all done. Just need to weld on some steering stop so that we don't smash these into the tank. So that's where we are at the moment with that. That's the engine to go in it. This is the one I built the other month. That'll be going in here once it's all done. And I'm currently rebuilding another crank, so I'm just waiting for that's all the old stuff. And the old ones, this is a 533 crank, so I'm waiting for the once I get the two conrod kits, then I can put that back together. And I'll be doing a lot of balancing work on this one to try and get it balanced as perfect as possible before it goes back in an engine. And the carbs that I put on the XS SF the other week, this carb, I think the jetting's blocked in this on the right hand side, so I just swapped the carbs over back to the original ones. So in a minute I'm going to take these home, or strip them down here. I'll strip them down here and take them home in bits, and I can dump them in the sonic cleaner. So it might just have some petrol in it. They're empty now. Right, I'll take them to bits in a second and we'll go from there. Strip down. Let's take all these off. There's a pinhole in the diaphragm here. It's a really tiny little hole. Not sure if the camera would focus me, but just there, the end of the end of that is just a tiny little pinhole, so it probably don't do it any favours. I do have some more I do have some more slides, so we'll just put them to one side for the moment. Try and be careful with these ones. There's a little tiny washer and a little tiny O-ring under them. See, it's got dirt on the end of that as well. So we'll have that. I don't know if you can see that or not. So it's stranded that wire so you can like plonk it down and get it stuck in there. And there's your washer. Don't worry, do lose that. And the rubber O-ring is in there somewhere, so we try and get that out too. The hooks. There it is, there's your tiny weeny washer. O-ring, sorry. So I don't want to drop that. And do the same for the other side. Pretty grubby. Right, in the shed, we got my sonic cleaner there. I don't bother use the temperature because the little piezo vibrating thingamajigs inside get hot anyway, but after 30 minutes that'll probably be on around about 40 degrees. So having a heater in this is alright if you want to start it hot. So I'm not really worried about that really, so I'll give it 30 minutes. Just whack them in. Let's see, we do the bottoms first, I reckon. So get them in there like that. Maybe do one at a time. I don't know. Yeah, one at a time is going to be, I think. Oh, there we go. I'll get a couple in there. Right. And where's my jar of? Oh yeah. There's all the bits and pieces. So just tip all that lot in there. Get them right down the bottom. This is proper carb cleaning fluid, this stuff. It's not just soapy water, because that you'll probably etch the carbs or etch the aluminium if you just use normal soapy water or something. Got to have the right shit for aluminium. So let's fucking get it going. And that's 23 already. Right, it's just finished 30 minutes on the cleaner, and as you see the temperature has gone up to 43. So we weren't a bad guess at 45, I think I said. So if I give that another, if I turn it around, turn the job around now. Down there. Don't have to leave these bits in, I'll take these bits out. I think I'll take these bits out. What about actually taking the paint off? Let's take them two bits out. And what we'd do with them, give that half an hour now, like that. Feel a bit sticky. So what I'll do is I'm going to get a bucket of water, bucket of clean water, and once I've done that I'll just give them a rinse in the clean water, clean warm water, and then I'll blow them out with the airline. So I'll be back. So here we are, carbs all cleaned out. Just push them together on the T-piece, the fuel piece. So let's whack it all back together. So let's see. .02. There's 2. I've just done it the wrong way, haven't I? Right, it's just a tad low now. A mil or two high. And that, I'd say, it was spot on. Well, that's got to come up a bit. That's virtually there. It's good enough for me. See the different, probably different make. Different make valves. Spring. And a washer. And then the O-ring, like that, so it's all ready to go on. And we just plant that in there, push it in, and do them up. Right, it's come to a dead stop, so I want to come out 3.5 turns. Half, 1, half, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5. 3.5 is your starting mark. Spring, washer, O-ring. There we go. That's it, let's come to its seat. 3.5 turns. Half, 1, 2, 3.5. Righty. Right. So let's do the tops. I've got these out of another carb. I think they're There's no splits in the diaphragms, so we're going to go for these. We'll use these ones for now. Give them a whirl. See how good they are. See how good these perform. They don't feel as loose as the other ones either. So we'll go for these, I think. Right. Springs. When I adjust when I'm syncing it up, and if you can see it inside there, there's a screw just inside, right in the middle, where the two joins are. So I'll just adjust that, so right in or out, just a fraction. Only needs a fraction to get those mercury sliders to change. So let me just finish by putting that bit back in there, and then we'll come back to the tune-up bit. All I'm going to do while the engine's running is just move that screw slightly in or out and just give it a blip to see them level off. That's about good enough for me. That's all adjusted up nicely. Now put the tank and the seat back on and I'll go for a spin and test it out. Just tested the carbs out on a motorway and I managed to change into 5th gear at 65 mile an hour. So these carbs are definitely 100%. Those other carbs, it must have been either the jetting, which I haven't really looked at, or the diaphragm that was knackered. My boots are too big for this for this bike to keep. Because I've got new boots on, right, so it makes it difficult to change gear. You know, the boots ain't that bendy, if you know what I mean, they're all stiff and new. Anyway, let's go and get some petrol. I'm not sure how much battery is left in the camera, so I'm going to turn the camera off, go and get some petrol, get to that road between Nebworth and Stevenage, and then we'll give it a test. And we'll give it a test from there. So I'll catch you in a minute. No, do I want to put it on the side stand there? See, it's leaking a bit of oil. From there, it could be where I've had that nut off for the adjuster, because I took that off earlier on, but there's a bit of oil on the front there, so it could be leaking out of the front oil pipe, so I need to check that as well. No big deal. At least it then shows I've got oil in it, so that's alright. Right, it. Suppose I ought to check the oil level at some point. Anyway, let's go down that way and we'll go the scenic route back, I think. Quick, come on, there's a fucking learner driver. New boots. So I'm not sure how long the battery lasts in the camera on the head cam. It says I can't even remember when I charged it up. So it could die at any minute. If it dies at any minute, then that'll be the end of the video. So there we go. We're going to do a lift here where there's some umps for 300 yards. Great. There we go, it's the first one. Why? They're humps and a half as well, isn't it? Massive. You all want to do 20 mile an hour over one of them, I'll tell you. That's to fuck your suspension up and your exhaust and everything. Must piss the people off that live around here. Right, look at this, look at all the big gouge marks in that hump. Right, everything's so high and everything's here. Right, don't want to go up there, so we're going. Some whirly down here. I haven't been down here for ages. Odd left. On the brakes. Oh, that'd be great if there was nothing coming the other way. I mean, if you knew there was nothing coming the other way, you could even give it even more willy, couldn't you? Let's go and check out another lane. That was what you call exhilarating on this XS 650, bletting it through the lanes like an idiot, like I'm a youngster, not a 60-year-old man. You shouldn't be driving like that. What the fuck not, do you know what I mean? What does age matter? Traffic lights. It's not dripping oil, so that's a good thing. Hard braking. Get round that bend. Big van. Slow.